Hey guys, I'm Amaroth, and last time we have taken a look on creating such cliffs and rocks and so on. And now I will proceed and I will show you some advanced technique. So if you are basically just a beginner and you haven't used Nugget a bit before, you may want to skip this tutorial and move to another video. Why? Because I don't really think that these styles I will be showing you now are suitable for complete beginners. However, if you are an advanced user, this may be useful for you. So let's make some advanced tutorial about terrain texturation or rock texturation basically now. So let's create a new mountain here, and I will demonstrate this on my sharp style. So I will be making such sharp cliffs and sharp rocks. So let's make a few sharp rocks here. So you got something to work with. Okay, I think this might be enough. And let's create some cliffs as well. And this is basically a way of creating a mountain for me. I create some sort of sketch or some sort of hill, and then I start adding these rocks and cliffs on it. And I'm actually mixing them together. So for example, now I have created two cliffs here, and now I can create one sort of rock here, a bigger one. So I try to mix them up. It always tends to work very well. So okay, now you got something to work with, and let's texture it. And here is where advanced things come. Here, this white, gray, and black thing is opacity setting. So when we are painting with full opacity, it will look like this, with 66% like this, 33% like this. Okay, and we will basically use this to our advantage, this tool here. I haven't been using it here because I think that you just don't need it if you are a beginner, but if you want to make something a little bit more advanced, if you want to go more into detail, this is something which can be really useful. So let's start with, you can start with either 2/3 or 1/3 of opacity. I tend to use 2/3, but you can go even more detail. So let's start with 1/3, and let's use radius around 2. We really want to go really a lot into detail now, and pressure about dot 30. We don't need more. And let's start with drawing our rocks again. And notice that we are again leaving our dirt lines between our formations. And now I have just marked out where should my rock texture go. So this is a cliff example, and now I will do the same for spike or for rock, for this thing. Notice that I'm still leaving dirt lines between different terrain formations to distinguish them from each other. I think this is enough for demonstration. So let's move to 2/3 now. So the second step is doing the same but with 2/3 and maybe lower radius a little bit. And you don't need to paint everything now. Again, I'm basically leaving, I've left the dirt line here and dirt line here, and now I have left a tiny line here as well. So I'm breaking those rocks into multiple rocks again, and I'm going more into detail basically now. Notice this was one flake before, and now I have divided it into two flakes. But in some cases I will just leave it as one flake of texture basically. Okay, and now I will move to full opacity, and I will just lower radius again a little bit, not too much though, and I will just lighten some parts which are to stand out. Those parts should be around edges and around tops of your rock formations and so on. So I'm really just lightening some parts up so they can stand out a little bit. I'm lightening edges and points basically. And this helps me make my style really stand out and make it more real basically. So really I'm just using one dirt texture and one rock texture, but I have still created something which is basically much more shaded than this. This looks quite flat in comparison to this. So now I'm really just leaving some lightning where I want it. And when it comes to grass, I can do something very similar. I can again start with lower pressure, and I can use that lower opacity, and I will start just with marking some lines here, maybe 2/3 now, and this will leave my rock texture beneath it, which means that I can make less harsh transitions now. Okay, I can even paint when I don't have full opacity. I can even paint over rock texture, and it won't really look too bad. It will just look like some sort of moss on the rock. So we can start doing this. You can really paint over rock, no problem with that now. You wouldn't be able to really do it in such a way with full opacity. Okay, so now we have made our rock a little bit more mossy, which would look especially good in some sort of jungle or dense forest or whatever. And now we can move to full opacity and again maybe increase pressure this time a little bit. Okay, so 40 pressure now, a little bit bigger brush, and now we can just move to painting normal generic grass around. So we can obviously notice that this is getting much more tedious than previously shown style or styles, but it can really pay off. Uh, Another thing, this works well enough only if you have uh, either very bright dirt and dark rock, or if you have a very bright rock like I have now and quite dark dirt. So dirt and rock are in a very big contrast basically, and that's what enabling me to really make those details stand out, that they are very visible. And now I can just proceed with painting grounds and so on. Whenever we are painting bigger areas, especially of grass, you can just bump your pressure up, but I will talk about that in grass dedicated video. So this is the way for me of drawing rocks, which I'm using. This is my style I'm using right now at the moment, and I think it looks alright. It's obviously more tedious and time consuming than this one, but I think it looks just way better in on completed map. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope this was useful for you. Thanks for watching and happy learning.